Hello and welcome to This Date in History, also known as TDH. This show is all about the events that occurred to date in years past, both recognized by actual historians, but many things that we personally find intriguing enough for us to bring to you. The sources of this information comes from the smart device application Today in History. What happened today in history?
And honestday.com. Oh. Honestday.com.
And
calendar.
Yep. For links to those sources, the music, and anything else potentially interesting, check the description. Anyway, I am A.O. Xander.
I am me, and he is you.
And I'm not called that anymore. I'm just going to call myself Muffins now.
Yeah,
If I say Richard Pound.
Richard Pound. Well, the vets would know who you are.
Oh yeah.
Your name changes more often than a girl changes clothes, as the song says.
Oh my god, that's kind of scary.
Anyway, today is Thursday, also known as Thursday, April 21st, 2022. So, whichever one of you wants to start first, and then the other one's next, and then I'm third.
First.
Okay.
753 BC, Romulus founds Rome's traditional date.
Nice. Along the river, what's the river again?
I don't know.
Nile.
No, it's not the Nile. It's not the Nile. It's
Styx?
No, not the Styx. No, whatever. Anyway, next article.
43 BC. We got the Battle of Mutina. Antony is again defeated in the Battle of Aulus Hirtius, who is killed. Antony fails to capture Mutina, and Decumus Brutus is murdered shortly after.
Dang. That sounds like a clusterfuck right there. This guy died by that guy's hand, and then he died to that, and and all these names. Moving on up into 900, the Laguna copperplate inscription, the earliest known written document found in what is now the Philippines. The commander-in-chief of the Kingdom of Tondo, as represented by the Honorable J. Dewa, Lord Minister of Paila, pardoned from all debt all the Honorable Nam Warren and his relations. Nice.
Damn, I wish they would do that to college students.
I know, right?
Nice.
Also, 1092, the Diocese of Pisa is evaluated to the rank of Metropolitan Archdiocese by Pope Urban II. I didn't know he had an Urban Pope.
Apparently. He's
Yeah.
the gangsta
He
pope.
He's coming here like, yo, Jesus will save me, y'all bitches.
Dang.
This is kind of a dark one right here. 1506, we got the 3-day Lisbon massacre. Comes to an end with the slaughter of over 1,900 suspected Jews by the Portuguese Catholics.
Jesus.
Suspected Jews?
Yeah.
I suspect you are Jew.
Jesus.
Yeah. Not suspected murderers, not suspected pedophiles, suspected Jews.
Well, we have gone a long way since then. Now we just suspect, well, white people, I guess. I don't know. I guess we haven't gone far. Anyway, moving on up into 1509, Henry VIII ascended to the throne of England on the death of his father, Henry VII. Okay. Sorry for your loss, Henry, but okay.
Yeah.
Sohan?
Yeah, like what are you going to? Oh.
Yeah. 59?
In
1526.
You there?
Wait, where?
1526.
Yep. Wait, 1826?
1526.
Oh, okay. The last ruler of the Lodi dynasty, Abraham Lodi, is defeated and killed by Babar in the first battle of Pinpat.
Huh.
Interesting. 1615, we got the Laguna Court. Aqueduct is inaugurated in Malta. Yeah.
Aqueduct inaugurated in Malta. Yep.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Moving up into 1782, the city of Rattanakosin, now known internationally as Bangkok, was founded on the eastern bank of the Chao Phraya River by King Buddha Yotwafa Chulalongkorn. Cool. Happy birthday, Bangkok.
Yep.
The name of that city always seemed like an assault.
Yeah, it kind of does. Those things about that. I was like, whoever named this is just complete freaking. I bet she has a hatred to the city.
Well, like that guy's name, Richard Pound.
Oh my God.
Sorry, go ahead,
Yeah, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, Richard Blood.
Oh God. Oh no.
That sounds terrifying.
Horrifying. That's a doctor visit right there.
1789, George Washington reception at the Trenton is hosted by the ladies of Trenton as he journeys to New York City for his first inauguration.
Nice. Really cool. Mr. Buffin?
Sorry, I'm just a little out of place right now. 1792.
1789. The second one.
Oh, I didn't see that. 1789, we got John Adams sworn in the first U.S. vice president 9 days before George Washington.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Moving on up into 1792, Triadentes, a revolutionary leading a movement for Brazil's independence, was hanged, drawn, and quartered. Aye.
That sounds dark as fuck.
They wanted that guy dead 5 ways.
Getting all your fixings all in one shot.
Yep.
Yeah. Also, 1802, 12,000 Wahhabis sacked Karbala, killing over 3,000 inhabitants.
Dang.
Lovely.
What a lovely day of death.
Oh. Yep. That is not good. Anyways, in 1806, you got action of 21 Imperial April. God damn it, I don't know what to say. Action of 21st of April in 1806.
Be right back.
A French frigate escapes British forces off the coast of South Africa.
Interesting.
I don't know why I said April, or whatever the word I just said earlier.
Action of 21st April 1806. Let me look that up real quick. It was a minor engagement between a French frigate and British forces off South Africa during the Napoleonic Wars. Interesting. I'm going to add this to the underbar, because this actually is a little bit of a read. There's some history here.
Yeah.
Moving on up in 1809, 2 Austrian Army Corps was driven from Landshut by a First French Empire led by Napoleon, as 2 French corps to the north held off the main Austrian army on the first day of the Battle of Eckmühl.
Here's that's interesting. Here's a little tongue twister for my dummy. Here, 1821, and then we got Ben Drali Ali Pasha arrives in Constantinople as the new Grand Vizier of the Ottoman Empire. He remains in power for only 9 days before being sent to exile.
Wow.
That was quick.
It's like,
only a week and 2 days.
Like, suddenly,
Jesus.
we don't like you anymore. Goodbye. Throws his ass the fuck out.
God, dude, that's only a week and 2 days.
Poor guy, damn. Let's see here.
That's even barely a quarter of a month right there.
I know. 14 years later, during the Texas Revolution, the Battle of San Jacinto occurred, in which Republic of Texas forces under Sam Houston defeated troops under Mexican General Antonio Lopez de Santa Anna. I ran out of air. I almost had that in one breath. If I took a breath, I actually would have.
Goddamn. In 1856, we got Australian Labour movement. Stone masons and building workers on building sites around Melbourne march from the University of Melbourne to Parliament. Hopefully I got that right.
Yep.
House to achieve an 8-hour day. My bad.
Mm-hmm. So I'm not sure if they were trying to downscale their hours or upgrade their hours, but they wanted an 8-hour day, and by God, they were going to have it. That's what we need to do in this country. We got to stand up for our rights, we workers of this world, of this country. Because, we are what makes society run. If it's not for people like you, if it's not for, what I used to do, food delivery stuff, like retail stuff, we blue collars are the backbone of any functioning society or civilization. Period. People gotta learn that real quick.
No, you won't, because in today's society, everybody's replaceable.
Yeah, well, what about the maintenance people? You gotta maintain the robots. They don't oil themselves.
Nope. Pretty soon they will, if the technology keeps going up and up.
Anyway, Mr. Sowen, why don't you take 1894 here?
1894.
$1894.
1894. Norway formally adopts the Craig Jordan bolt-action rifle as the main arm in its armed forces, a weapon that will remain in service for almost 50 years.
Dang, I'm looking it up right now in images. That's a pretty cool looking rifle. It actually, it has like a flip up iron sight, so it can be used to snipe. I'm just gonna have the Wikipedia for this in the underbar. Anyway, moving on up into 1898, during the Spanish-American War, the United States Navy began a blockade of Cuban ports. When the U.S. Congress issued a declaration of war on April 25th, it declared that a state of war had existed from this date. So, in 4 days from now, the war would have already been going on for 4 days. Interesting.
In 1914, we got Ypiranga incident. I think hopefully I pronounced that right. A German arms shipment to Moscow is intercepted by the United States Navy near Veracruz.
This might coincide with the Zimmerman telegraph. So,
maybe.
Yeah. So that's not good. Well, for them, it's good for us that we intercepted that.
Yeah. Not good.
Mr. Silhan.
1918, World War I, German fighter ace Manfred von Richthofen, better known as the Red Baron, is shot down and killed over Val-sous-Somme in France.
Yeah, an interesting thing about the Red Baron, the reason why he used a tri-winged aircraft instead of a biplane is apparently it has more control, maneuverability, and even though it's slower than a bi-wing, and especially just a dual wing, which they didn't even have those at the time, I don't believe. It's still a lot more maneuverable, than those, just because of the lack of speed. And that's why he became such an ace and everything. And the reason why he was called the Red Baron is, number one, his plane was red, and number two, he actually was like a land baron or something. He had like some political title. So, just a little bit of, the more you know. Dee-dee-dee. Imagine my hand's a star. Anyway, what happened in 1926?
Oh. 1926, we got Alice Bakui. I can't even pronounce that shit. Anyways, cemetery. It's a well-known formerly site of of the mausoleum of the Shai Ayamas. I can't even pronounce that shit. Anyways, is leveled to the ground by Wahhabis.
Well, that's not nice.
Nope.
I was actually watching something on TV yesterday, I believe, about they're trying to restore one of those temple complexes that ISIS had destroyed. And they discovered that they had dug underneath it and everything to try to get treasures, so now they got to go in there and fill in the hole. And it's just awful what these people did to the site.
Yeah.
Mr. Lunk, 1934. This is an interesting one here.
It is.
1934. The surgeons photographed the famous photo of specially showing the Loch Ness monster. Is published in the Daily Mail in 1994. It is revealed to be a hoax. That wasn't no hoax just because your ass can't afford $350 to take a picture of him.
God damn it, Loch Ness monster. That's what I learned.
All you need is $350.
And that's what I learned. The Girl Scout was a 300-foot tall creature from the Mesozoic era. Moving on up into 1945, during World War II, Soviet forces south of Berlin at Zulzen attacked the German High Command headquarters.
Oh.
Dark day for Germany. But they deserved it.
Yep.
Awesome.
Wait, what happened?
Go ahead. Where'd he go?
I can take.
Okay.
I don't know. I can take his 48 here. Not the 48. We got the United States here. United Nations Security Council Resolution 47 relating to Kashmir conflict is adopted. Interesting.
I'm going to look that up real quick. UN Security Council Resolution 47. It's not giving me a... okay, here's a wiki. After hearing arguments from both India and Pakistan, the Council increased the size of the UN Commission created by the former Resolution 35 to 5 members, instructed the Commission to go to the subcontinent and help the governments of India and Pakistan restore peace and order to the region, and prepare for a plebiscite to decide the fate of Kashmir. So just more political malarkey gobbledygook. But I'm going to add the wiki to the link here. Is Sohan back?
Yeah,
oh, there he is.
Been here.
You disappeared. Anyway, you want to take 52?
Okay, 1952. Secretary Day, now Administrative Professional Day, is first celebrated.
Huh. Well, you take the next one. That was a little bit short.
Okay. 1958, United Airlines flight 736 collides with a United States Air Force fighter jet near Alden, Nevada, in what is now Enterprise, Nevada.
Dang.
Wow. They don't even say how many people were killed.
Let's see here. I'm gonna look this up. Just United Airlines Flight 736. Total fatalities 49. Oh man.
Yeah.
Not good. I'm gonna add this to the underbar links, but actually before I do, I'm gonna take us up into 1960, in which Brasilia, Brazil's capital, was officially inaugurated. At 0930 hours, which is 9:30 in the morning, the three powers of the Republic were simultaneously transferred from the old capital, Rio de Janeiro. I did not know that that was the capital of Brazil, but at one point at least. But more you know.
Yep. I can take this 1962 here.
Do it.
In that 62, we got the Seattle World's Fair. Century 21st Explosion opens. It is the world's first fair in the United States since World War II.
Dang. So that's 15, 17 years. That's a long time.
Yeah.
Moving on up into 1963, the first election of the Universal House of Justice was held, marking its establishment as the supreme governing institution of the Baha'i faith. Oh, the Baha'i. The Baha'i faith. No, that's not Baha'i. Is it? Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
Baha'i. Okay. Yeah, no, some of my family members are Baha'i.
Noise.
What's this?
What happened
365 days later? Whoever wants this?
You want Lunk to take this one?
You can get it.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
You can get it.
Oh.
Okay. 1964, a Transit 5BN satellite fails to reach orbit after launch as it re-enters the atmosphere. 2.1 pounds or 0.95 kilograms of radioactive plutonium in its RTG power source is widely dispersed. My bad.
Yeah, that means 2.1 pounds of radioactive material just went sprinkle, 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 sprinkle.
Yep.
Great.
Yeah.
Lovely.
1965. The 1964 to 1965 New York's World's Fair opens for its second and final season.
Aww. And now if you try to hold a World's Fair up there, you're insane. Like, it's already packed to the gills with traffic. 2 years later, in 1967, a few days before the general election in Greece, Colonel George Papadopoulos led a coup d'etat, establishing a military regime that lasts for 7 years. Dang. Just like, you thought you were going to get an election. Nope.
Yeah.
Also, 1972, astronauts John Young and Charles Duke fly Apollo 16 Apollo lunar module to the moon surface, the fifth NASA Apollo program crewed lunar landing.
Nice. So I think we'll talk about them actually landing tomorrow, maybe, because they piloted it to the moon surface, but it doesn't say about them actually landing. Or maybe it does. I don't know. Anyway, Muffin, go ahead.
1975, a little tongue twister here. The Vietnam War. I don't know the war per second. Anyways, President South Vietnam Nguyen Van New pleased to Saigon as Zan Loch.
I don't know either. Don't worry. I don't know either.
The last South Vietnamese outpost blocking a direct North Vietnamese assault on Saigon fails. Falls or fails.
Falls, yeah. Well,
yeah.
That means it's the end of the war, pretty much. Like,
yeah.
Yep. Also, 1977, Annie opens on Broadway.
Annie? Little Annie?
In 1982, baseball Rollie Fingers of the Milwaukee Brewers becomes the first pitcher to record 300 saves.
I don't know what a save is, but nice.
Milwaukee is where Miller's brewed at, by the way. Interesting fact.
You mean piss water?
Piss water.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I like it, so I'm pretty much drinking piss.
Might as well. Bear Grylls.
Yep.
On Ted Bear, we're going to find a bacon tree.
Oh.
Anyway, in 1985, the compound of the militant group The Covenant, the Sword and the Arm of the Lord, surrendered to federal authorities in Arkansas after a 2-day government siege. Yeah.
Those assholes again?
Yeah, the CSA. Yep. Then in 1987, the Tamil Tigers were blamed for a car bomb that detonated in the Sri Lankan capital of Colombo, causing the deaths of 106 people. Aye. What happened in
And in the what if?
What?
And in the what if scenario, 1989 Tiananmen Square protest of 1989 in Beijing, around 100,000 students gathered in Tiananmen Square to commemorate Chinese reform leader Hu Yanbang, allegedly.
Yeah. Anyways, we got 1993, the last in the 1900s. We got the Supreme Court in La Paz, Bolivia, sentenced the former dictator Luis Garcia Miza, to a 30-year in jail without parole for murder, theft, and fraud, and violating technically the Constitution.
Dang, that guy's
Wouldn't
going
be
to
surprised.
rot.
Yep.
He only gets 30 years for that, though.
Done.
Murder, theft,
Yeah,
fraud, and
29.
violating the Constitution. 30 years. That's a slap on the wrist.
Yep, he was almost out 29 years ago, so one more year.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah,
Actually,
it says right there.
Let me look this guy up, because he might have died in prison. Let's see here. I hope he did. Yes. 2018, he died. So, yep.
Who died?
The guy we just talked about. Luis Garcia Meza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Luis.
He died 4 years ago. Anyway, in 2004, 5 suicide car bombers targeted police stations in and around Basra, killing 74 and wounding another 160. Man.
Yep.
The only thing worse than bombers are multiple of them. They're organized.
2010, the controversial Kharkov Pact, Russia-Ukrainian naval base for gas treaty, is signed in Kharkov, Ukraine by Ukrainian President Viktor Yanukovych and Russian President Dmitry Medvedev. It was initially terminated by Russia on March 31st, 2014.
Yeah, unilaterally terminated. And unilaterally, let's look up what that means. It's used to indicate that something is done by only one person, group, or country involved in a situation without the agreement of others. So essentially, Russia is just like, nope, we don't agree to that anymore, so it doesn't exist. So, and what was the Kharkov Pact anyway? Let me look that up.
That's the guy offensively going to Russia.
It's the agreement between Ukraine and Russia on the Black Sea Fleet in Ukraine, widely referred to as the Kharkov Pact or Kharkov Accords. It was a treaty between Ukraine and Russia whereby the Russian lease on naval facilities in Crimea was extended beyond 27 until 2042, with an additional 5-year renewal option in exchange for a multi-year discounted contract to provide Ukraine with Russian natural gas. So essentially paying for a naval base with natural gas, which Russia apparently no longer does, at least on March 31st, 2014. What happened in 2012?
2012, 2 trains are involved in a head-on collision near Sloterdijk, Amsterdam, in the Netherlands, injuring 116 people.
Oh man, they got off lucky. No deaths, so that's good. A mere 2 years later, in 2014, which is only 8 years ago, the American city of Flint, Michigan, switched its water source to the Flint River, beginning the ongoing Flint water crisis, which had caused lead poisoning in up to 12,000 people and 15 deaths from Legionnaire's disease, ultimately leading to criminal indictments against 15 people, 5 of whom have been charged with involuntary manslaughter. This is the that brown water, that you see. Sometimes it's actually flammable. Some people have lit lighters underneath it and it caught fire. And that's what they're bathing in. That's what you're washing your dishes in. Bleh. God damn.
Yeah. Anyways, in 2019, we got 8 bombs exploded at churches, hotels, and other locations at Sri Lanka on Easter Sunday. More than 250 people are killed.
Dang. I just absolutely hate it when religious buildings are destroyed.
Yeah.
It's just so unnecessary.
Yeah. In 2021, Indonesian Navy submarine KRI Nagrala 402 sinks in the Bali Sea during a military drill, killing all 53 on board.
I never heard about this before. That's awful.
I feel like anything with Navy things, submarines, I think they kind of want to keep it underneath the boat a little bit.
Keep it under the water, so to speak, is pun intended.
Yeah,
well,
just
our country won't hear about it, but their country heard about it.
Yeah, well, obviously somebody did because it's here. Not only it was a year ago on this date. So.
Yeah.
Anyway, before we get into bursts and deaths, any articles grab your attention, guys?
Not really.
I can't remember, to be honest.
Well, obviously the Navy won, the Flint, Michigan thing starting up.
Actually, I remember. George Washington got sworn in to office.
Oh yeah. Well, no, he was on his way to get sworn in. But what's his face? Thomas Jefferson was sworn in as the vice president.
Yeah.
Yeah, 8 days before George Washington was sworn in. But also, the Vietnam War thing, and the sprinkling of the radioactive material. That's intriguing, and also really worrisome.
Yeah.
There's several other here that. The surgeon's photograph, the Loch Ness monster one.
Yeah.
Red Baron getting shot down and killed.
Yeah.
Spanish-American War. There's a lot here. Anyway, who wants to start off first?
I can do the first one, but after this, I'll be right back.
All right.
11:32. We got Sancho the Sixth, I think. King of Navarre. I think Navarre.
Navarre.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, be right back.
All right, we'll be here.
Jan van Riebeeck, Dutch founder of Cape Town.
Nice. 1630, Peter Gerritsen van Roostraten, Dutch-English painter.
1790, Manuel Blanco Encalada, Spanish-Chilean admiral and politician who was the first president of Chile.
1671, we skipped over another one again. We have John Law, a Scottish economist. I wonder if that's, Johnny Law. And then getting back on track here in 1814, Angela Burdett Coates, first Baroness Burdett Coates, was born on this date. She was an English art collector and philanthropist.
In 1911, Ian Combe.
Ivan Combe, yeah.
I've been combed.
You've been combed? Oh no.
U.S. businessman who developed Clearasil. Ooh.
Yeah, that face scrub stuff. Yeah. And also, you've been combed. We ain't found shit. Remember from Spaceballs?
Yeah.
1914, Angelo Savoldi, an Italian-U.S. wrestler and promoter who co-founded International World Class Championship Wrestling.
We ain't fine shit. Also, 1926, Elizabeth II, Queen of the United Kingdom and her other realms.
Yep, the current winner of...
I know.
Yeah.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back. 1932...
The current winner of the battle.
Yeah, why don't you take 1932 here?
Okay. Elaine May, Jesus, and was born in 1932. U.S. actress, comedian, director, and screenwriter. I was about to say dictator for a second.
Dictator. Just an actress, comedian, a dictator, and a screenwriter. Wait, hold up.
I was literally about to say it.
One of these here don't belong.
Nope. Terrifying.
Maybe I should start putting in fictitious things to try to see if it catches you guys off guard. It's just
Do that. That's Stuart's birthday.
What?
You're supposed to be doing that for Patrick Stewart's birthday.
Oh.
You forgot Avery Bullock and John Lepar.
Why don't you take this one and Muffin could take 45?
Sure.
Oh, you...
1945.
1936.
James Dobson, U.S. evangelist psychologist and author who founded the Focus on the Family.
Yeah.
Well, let's try to keep getting Texas. Whatever this guy's name is, I can't pronounce it. In 1945, whatever this guy's name, I can pronounce it. An Indian cricketer and
umpire.
Screw it.
His name is Srinivasaraghavan Venkataraghavan. I got it.
Yeah, I can't. Nope. There's nope.
1945, Mark Weinberg, Canadian researcher and HIV and AIDS activist.
1948, Joseph Flamer, a Swiss ophthalmologist, which I'm going to look that up real quick. I've never heard of that before. What is... ophthalmologists are medical doctors who specialize in the diagnosis and treatment of eye and vision problems. Okay. So he was an eye doctor.
Ooh. 1951, Tony Danza, U.S. actor and producer.
Nice. In 1954, we got James Morrison. He is a U.S. actor, director, and producer, and screenwriter. Wider. He whites the screens to make sure that, the picture is nice and crisp, like a fresh orange on a sunny day. Just like a potato chip, dip, potato chip.
God. Right into the guacamole. Anyway, 1956, Philip Longman, a German U.S. demographer and journalist. Uh-oh. A German demographer? Watch out. That didn't work well about 70 years ago.
Oh, shit!
Oh, I'm so sorry. Sorry, I didn't know you were sitting by the door.
Anyways, I can take this last one right here. 1983, you got Tavares Jackson, the U.S. football player.
Reminds me of the Key and Peele East Meets West. Tavares, Lamar, Sakatavar, and Lamar. Whatever university he was in. Anyway, moving on into deaths. Starting us off here in 234, we have Emperor Xian of Han, a Chinese emperor.
Yeah.
586, New Vidi, king of the Visigoths.
And then in E47, we got Odgar, Frankish Archbishop Mains.
866, we have Bardos, the de facto regent of the Byzantine Empire.
Oh. Like, you want to take the 1941 here?
941?
1941.
No, 941, my bad. 941. I keep saying 19.
941.
Yeah.
Balkan, de facto region of the Abbaside Coparte.
Caliphate, yep.
Caliphate.
In 1591, we got Sendo Rikyu, a Japanese exponent of the tea ceremony. God. One of those words
yeah, ceremony.
It's one of those words I know, but it's just my tongue is too lazy as shit to say it.
Your tongue is just like on like a little couch being a potato, like, I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
1719, Philip de la Hire, French mathematician and astronomer.
Nice.
Also, 1863, Sir Robert Bateman, first Baronet, Irish politician. I'll be right back.
Okay.
1900, we have Vikramaji Kimojarja, Indian ruler. I swear, sometimes these names, it looks like somebody just like smacked a keyboard. It's like, that's the name right there. Doesn't that look good? Like, bro, like, it's crossing my eyes. Like, there's these letters not supposed to be next to each other. I'm giving my brain AIDS.
And night then we got Mark Twain, a U.S. novelist, humorist, and critic.
Mark Twain.
Oh, it's called Twain.
Twain. 1918, Manfred von Richthofen, the Red Baron. We spoke about him earlier. He was a German captain and ace pilot.
Nice. 1986, we got Marjorie Eaton, a U.S. painter and actress.
Yep. Marjorie Eaton. It sounds like you're eating, like margarine.
Margarine.
Yeah.
Or like orange or some shit.
Yeah, no. Margarine. Fruit. You're eating margarine, like the butter substitute. Straight up eat a stick of unsalted margarine.
That's my dinner tonight. Jesus.
1987. Oh my god, the madness is coming out. 1987, Gustav Bergman, an Austrian U.S. philosopher from the Vienna Circle. Oh god.
Oh, for the love of Christ. In 2010, we got Kanagara Tanam, Sirisk Andan, Siri Lankan, English engineer and civil servant. God damn it.
Yeah. 2014, Win Tin, a Burmese journalist and politician who co-founded the National League for Democracy, died on the States. Rest in peace.
Yeah. And this is the one, I think so. Anyways, in 2016, we got Prince, U.S. senior songwriter, guitarist, and producer. And I did not know he's an actor too.
Of course. I think, I don't remember, what movies was Prince in, actually? What movies were Prince in? What? Not we. In. Purple Rain, Prince and the Revolution or something, Graffiti Bridge, Under the Cherry Moon. He's in a lot of them. He's in a lot of movies, but I'm not recognizing any one of these movies. Yeah, he's in a lot of movies. Anyway, that concludes the show. Once again, check the description for any links that you may be interested in, which also includes...
I think someone's...
He's still AFK. Someone's Twitch, Someone TV, and everything the Omni Coalition. For your dose of Passive Events Daily, we stream every day between noon and 3 o'clock Pacific Time, PM of course. which is also 2 p.m. through 5 p.m. Central Time. I am A.O. Xander. Sohan is AFK, but he's also here in spirits. And we also have...
The Muffin Man.
The Muffin Man. Anyway, until you see us tomorrow, don't forget to look right and left at every intersection, rate 5 thumbs, and subscribe. Till tomorrow, toodles! Let's go, Brandon.
Let's go, Byron.
Byron.